Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Welcome, Martin.
Hi, Sashni.
First off, can you tell us about how Implats contributed about 13 billion rand in taxes and royalties to the South African government?
It's incredible news, the amount of money that the mining companies are giving to the South African government and to the governments of the countries where they are operating elsewhere is absolutely enormous, and it's so helpful at this stage. I don't know what South African government expected, from these mining companies, but I'm sure it is above their expectations. And we see that with, normal taxes and royalties, there's 13 billion rand. But if you look at the whole picture there's like 44 billion rand going into stakeholders. So, 22 billion rand going to the employees, who are then also paying taxes, and they also have got special benefits from ESOP schemes, which are employee share ownership plans, and special bonuses that they've been getting because production is also up in a lot of these operations, particularly with Implats. And that's just what you need. You need your production to be up when the prices are up, and you get a fantastic benefit. So they're feeding bigger volumes into a nicely priced market, and they're getting a huge return, record returns again, from a platinum group metals mining company, with a lot going to the benefit of the countries in which these mines operate. And during this COVID period, we couldn't ask for anything more.
And Harmony Gold is tackling decarbonization with a renewable rollout plan.
Now, every mining company that reports now, deals with this whole issue of decarbonization because they want to reach zero carbon by 2050. And you can see that they move into these things fast. Although those dates are way ahead, on the renewables energy front, many of them are really going faster than I imagined they would, with the sun, mainly sun energy, but also looking at wind energy and where they can, water energy, and all talking possible green hydrogen to run their vehicles the moment that technology becomes commercial. And with Harmony Gold, they were always talking about 30 megawatts. Now they're talking about an additional 73 megawatts as the second phase. And in the third phase, going way above that, more or less into a sort of a base load type mode. That is still far off. But you can see that the business case for renewable energy is so strong. They're going to be able to generate their own clean energy at a cheaper price, and at the same time get away from all these threats about South Africa using coal-fired power and carbonized products that they want to export. That is going to be a negative. If you try and export anything that has been produced with the help of carbon-rich electricity, it's going to be a negative for you. But a positive will be if you've gone green. If you are producing everything with green energy, you get a plus. So people are all looking for that, including the mining industry, but I think across the board in South Africa, we need to look at that. So again, another gold mining company, and we see precious metals mining companies wanting to go into renewable energy, largely sun energy in the case of Harmony Gold, and very keen that they come down the cost curve and maybe even build these for themselves, because in the past you've seen that they will do an agreement, a purchase price agreement with an independent power producer, and they won't have to outlay any capital. In the case of the 30 megawatt that they're planning, that's probably going to be IPP linked. They'll look at an independent power producer and a power purchase agreement. And when it comes to the 73 megawatt, that is possibly going to be involved Harmony building its own solar power plants and not relying on power purchase agreements, and once the capital has been paid back, that's going to be a tremendous benefit to these mines in terms of low cost electricity over a long period.
And still with Harmony, it's pushing through with its Zaaiplaats project.
It's fantastic that the Zaaiplaats project is going ahead. I can remember when Mark Kutufani was still at Anglo Gold Ashanti. He used to talk about the possibility of the Zaaiplaats project going ahead. It's at considerable depth, but the infrastructure is all there for the using. And now we see that Harmony Gold is going ahead with this, and at 4.8 billion over 10 years, they're going to get access to this rich ore body. I mean, they're talking, 9 grams per ton, 10 grams per ton. So it seems as you go deeper, you get richer, which is very, very beneficial. So that's one of these projects. They've got about 8 billion of them in all, and the other they declare as a no-brainer. It's mine waste solutions, it's tailings on surface, but creating a new tailings dump facility, expanding that will enable them to move fast on the actual recovery of gold from that mine waste solutions, which they've also inherited in the purchase of those assets from Anglo Gold Ashanti. And a third one is in Papua New Guinea. It's not a huge one, but in addition to that, there are 3 other projects that have already been announced that are on the go, and those are also going to add to collectively about 550,000 additional ounces of gold a year. So we see some good projects coming through, nice return on these projects, moderate capital investment to get to that gold, and nice margins appearing, much different to what we expected to Harmony in the past. These are coming through with much bigger profit margins, so it's very good for the whole of South Africa and the shareholders as well.
Thanks for speaking with us, Martin.
It's a great pleasure, Sashni.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. And don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.